cow. This literally makes up for the slow episode that we got last week. Like, I knew from the preview they were hinting at something big, and I suspected it, but I'm just so happy that, like, this finally happened because even though I haven't read the manga, I was spoiled a long time ago because I got a little fidgety and I was like, man, let me read the Wicca. I made a big mistake and I learned about the secret we learned about in this week's episode of Attack on Titan. And it's crazy. But anyways, let's get into how this episode started. So this episode started very much not necessarily slow. There was definitely a nice pacing to it. It was very suspenseful. You could tell a lot of the characters were on edge. And I was very aware of that. I was wondering, why are they so on edge? And you have Historia, or Krista, whichever you want to call her. We get some more elaboration on the noble family, and that her full name is Historia Reese. Hanji elaborates, oh, that royal family, right? The Reese family, the nobles. And she's like, yeah. And she was trying to convince Hanji that Ymir was good. And I'm really happy at the response of the survey courts because they're not shunning them. Which, I mean, I guess you could say that's to be expected because really the only people that shunned them were like the citizens and the I forgot that form of the I forgot that I forgot what, oh yeah, the Garrison Corps. I believe that's the corps. The Garrison Corps. My bad. I'm really sorry about that. I don't really remember what they call that branch of their military, so to speak. So I believe it's the garrison, the people that guard the capital, basically do nothing all day. And the survey corps members, they're kind of optimistic about it. They're not really down or anything. They're just hoping that they can cooperate with her, which is to be expected because, as Hanji stated, she's a treasure. She holds so much information that could really, really attribute to the success of humanity surviving and beating the Titans. So hopefully everything goes well with that. Everything's gone well with Aaron, so I'm assuming Zachary, I believe that's his name, the head over all the corps. He's he will allow them to keep Ymir like he's allowed them to keep Aaron, and hopefully that'll go well. But then we get into something interesting with Aaron and Bertolt. Aaron, Bertolt, and Reiner. And again, everyone's on edge. Everyone's just kind of recuperating from what happened and just getting themselves together. And it's just interesting because, Reiner's kind of having this conflict within himself. And you can tell he's struggling with something deep. And he even goes as far as to saying, I've stayed here too long. I wish I hadn't become, maybe I wouldn't have become such a half-ass piece of shit. And it was just weird how the secret came out because literally he was like, they were just like, hey, we can go back home. And Bertolt's like, yeah, we can go back home. And we're literally so close. And literally he's like, Aaron, come over here. Like literally Reiner's like, come over here, Aaron. And he's just like, hello, I'm the Armored Titan, and Bertolt's the Colossal Titan. I'm like, what the hell? Like, he literally just spilled such a huge secret out in the air. Like, boom. I'm the Colossal Titan, Bertolt's the Armored Titan. And Aaron's just like, you can see Aaron's like, what? Because it's actually revealed that they actually already suspected Reiner and Bertolt because they looked at their birth certificates, stuff like that. Not birth certificates, but documents from their place of birth, their origin, essentially, and where they came from. And although much of the documents were kind of blurred and information was lost due to the attack from the Colossal Titan, they learned that from wherever Annie came from, Reiner and Bertolt came from that place as well. And what was so interesting about it is that I didn't really realize this, but they recounted something that happened in season 1, which was the part where literally Reiner asked about Armin about Aaron's whereabouts. Armin started talking about it. Female Titan's attacks almost kills Reiner, seemingly, but Reiner's able to escape. And then the female Titan was looking at her hand as if maybe something was written on it. and they came to the conclusion that possibly Reiner might have written Aaron's whereabouts on her hand, on Annie's hand. So that could have definitely been a possibility, and they began to suspect maybe that they were the armored and colossal titan, or that they were just time shifters in general. And literally, Aaron's he's just kind of growing numb. He's just going crazy. And we have Mikasa, who's literally just watching, like, oh my goodness. Mikasa, Levi will always be my favorite character, but Mikasa is just, damn. She's literally just watching, just waiting. And so Reiner spills the beans, and of course he's having this conflict within himself. And it seems like, Reiner told Aaron that their mission was to destroy all of humanity, although we haven't learned why that is. But basically it seems like he's gotten feelings for the humans, and he's sorry for what he did. But it's kind of too late now, and he even says it's too late for me to go back, and it's revealed that, he's a time shifter. He heals himself, and he begins to transform, and then literally Mikasa, like, all the Servian Corps are they're reacting, Hanji and all of them, they're reacting to it. They're like, holy shit, we got to get over there. Mikasa's there. She's already on it. Literally, as soon as it's revealed, Mikasa, with lightning quick speed, cuts off Reiner's arm and literally slices Bertolt in the neck. Or I think it was the neck. It was either a neck or a shoulder. And then she's about to kill Bertolt, but Reiner steps in. And then literally, it's just crazy, because I didn't expect it to happen that way, because usually when big reveals like this happen in an anime, it's revealed in a way that's like you would expect. You would expect it to be revealed in a big way, but it was just so nonchalantly done that it kind of left me baffled. Like, what? Like, literally, I had to rewatch the clip where he was like, I'm the armored titan, Bertolt's the colossal titan, because it was just like, boom. Like, wait, what? Did he just reveal that out of the ass? And so they transform, and we begin the fight, essentially. Basically, this episode was really good. The pacing was pretty good as well, but the pacing was offset by the fact that we had such a huge reveal. The Colossal Titan and the Armored Titan have been revealed to be Cadet Corps members from Aaron's class, and it's crazy because next week's episode is going to be them fighting. So I wonder if Aaron's going to win. I wonder what's exactly going to happen. And how are they going to escape, essentially? Like, it's just crazy when you think about it. How is the story going to move forward from here on out? Because this is what, next week's episode will be the 6th episode. So we're at the half point of season 1, and it's already gotten this good. So I'm super excited that we got such a huge reveal so early, because we still have so much left to go through and so much to find out that it can only get better from here on out, honestly. And what about the Ape Titan? Like, he was seen getting inside the walls, and does he have possibly anything to do with Reiner and Bertolt? I would think not, since he has no knowledge on, no knowledge of what's really going on inside. Or did he possibly come from the same village and he just decided to leave later? I don't know. And in addition to that, why is it that Bertolt and Reiner's mission is to destroy all of humanity? Simply put. So, this episode was crazy. I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. The animation, they didn't half-ass. Like, the part where they were transforming was beautifully done. They didn't half-ass that part at all. They didn't use like a drawn-out picture to emphasize the Colossal Titan or anything like that, like with what they've done with the smaller Titans, where, like, maybe if the Titans are rushing, like when the Titans were rushing the tower in the previous episode, and there was one scene where they just kind of they drew out a picture and they used that to emphasize that scene. They didn't do that with the Colossal Titan. It was honestly well animated. It looked very nice. I was like, dang, this is a very well done scene. And that's just been the trend with Attack on Titan in general. They haven't half-assed any of the scenes, and even in slower paced episodes like last week's, the animation was still good. I'd honestly give this episode a 10 out of 10 because of how well it was done and just the build-up. But, like, it's weird. Maybe there's some bias because the reveal was so big that it kind of offset the way it was done. Like I would have liked a much better reveal, but like I would have liked the reveal done in a much better manner. But again, the way this was done was just crazy because we didn't expect it to be done in the manner that it was done in. So, nonetheless, I'm really excited about this episode and the episodes to come. Like literally all this foreshadowing, all these secrets being revealed. Oh my goodness. Attack on Titan is just really living up to its name. Man, it's been well worth the wait, and I can't wait to review the other episodes. Thank you guys for watching. This is Serious Man Toby, signing off.